of an upright person. So he smiles. And every time the soul of a kafir would be shown to him, he frowns. And he would say, Nafsun khabitha kharajat min jasad khabith. A filthy soul, an unbelieving soul, an ignoble soul coming from the body of a filthy person, an ignoble person, a disbelieving person. And Adam alayhi salam greeted the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam and said, welcome my beloved son and noble prophet. This was in the first heaven. In the second heaven, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam passed by two young men. And they were cousins. And the Prophet asked Jibril, who are these young men? Jibril said, they are Isa ibn Maryam, Jesus the son of Mary, and Yahya. In the third heaven, the Prophet ﷺ passed by a man. The Prophet said, this man is the most handsome man I've seen, and his handsomeness stands out clear from other people. The way the moon stands clear from the other stars in the sky when the moon is full. This is how the beauty of this man stands out. The Prophet ﷺ asked Jibril, who is this man with such handsomeness? Jibril said, Yusuf alayhi salam, Joseph. And we all know the story of Joseph. When he was in the house of the king of Egypt, the wife of the king, when she saw Yusuf, she couldn't control herself. So she asked of him an evil act. And he refused, because prophets do not approach zina. So he rushed to the door, and she grabbed him from behind and tore his shirt. So this woman, not only did she ask of him an evil act, she physically grabbed him. So the beauty, the handsomeness of Yusuf caused this woman to be unable to control herself. And when the other woman in the township said, what woman is this? Her situation is pathetic. Asking her servant an evil act. She said, let me show you the man who I asked an evil act. And she placed the woman in a room to sit, gave them an apple with a knife, and when she said, walk in front of them, and when Yusuf came out in front of them, the woman said, this could never be a human being. He has to be an angel from above. And they all cut their hands with the knife they had in their hands. This was the handsomeness of Yusuf alayhi salam. He was given half the beauty of creation. In the fourth heaven, the Prophet ﷺ passed by a man who was blessed with nobility and dignity and honor and prestige. And when the Prophet asked Jibril, who is this man? Jibril said, he is Idris, Enoch. In the fifth heaven, the Prophet saw a middle-aged man. The Prophet said, he is the best middle-aged man I've ever seen, in good shape and fitness. And he had a long beard. The Prophet ﷺ asked Jibril, who is this man? Jibril said, This is the Prophet who was loved by Bani Israel, Prophet Harun alayhi salam. In the sixth heaven, the Prophet passed by a man. The Prophet ﷺ, after passing by the man, first the man greeted him the way the other prophets greeted the Prophet ﷺ. Welcome, my beloved brother and noble Prophet. But after the Prophet passed this one who was in the sixth heaven, he shed tears. This Prophet cried tears upon meeting the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the Prophet was concerned. So he asked Jibril, who is this man? Why is he crying? Jibril said, this man is Musa, Moses. I will ask him why he cried. Why is he crying? So Jibril asked Musa, why did you cry upon meeting Muhammad? The other prophets didn't cry. Why did you cry upon meeting Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Musa said, Bani Israel, the Jews, they claim that I am the most noble soul to walk the face of the earth. But here is a ghulam, a young man, come after me, Muhammad, who has much more followers than me. So he cried. The claim of the Jews is a false claim. Half of the people of paradise will be the followers of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Half the people of paradise. And the first man to enter paradise will be from the ummah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu. And when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was taken to the seventh heaven, he passed by a man with loads of children around him, sitting in a chair, a throne. He asked Jibril, who is this man? Jibril said, Ibrahim alayhi salam. And we all know if a kafir should have a child and the child dies at the age of 1 or 2 or 3, for example, a Christian, a Hindu, a Buddhist, an atheist, agnostic, a Sikh. They say Sikh, we say Sikh. These children are not kafirs. They will be in paradise with Ibrahim alayhi salam. Likewise, the Prophet ﷺ passed by angels in paradise. And all the angels smiled with the Prophet ﷺ. And the Prophet passed by an angel called Khazan al-Nar. This angel didn't smile with the Prophet. All the other angels smiled with the Prophet, but this angel didn't smile with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ibn Hisham in his history put aside a chapter for this incident that took place. The chapter concerning the angel that refused to smile with Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Why did this angel refuse to smile with the Prophet? The Prophet asked Jibril, why didn't he smile with me? All the other angels smiled with me. Jibril said, this angel is Khazan al-Nar, the keeper of the hellfire. Ever since Allah created this angel, he never smiles. He didn't smile to anyone before you, and he will never smile to anyone. He is the keeper of the hellfire. Our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam went on this journey the 27th of Rajab. The 27th of Rajab. Why did Allah choose to take the Prophet ﷺ on this journey approximately 2 years before the Hijrah? Why that year? What is so special about that year? And before Allah took the Prophet on the journey, Allah commanded Jibril to cleanse his heart. And this was spoken of in the Quran by Allah. Alam nashrah laka sadrak wa wada'na anka wizrak alladhi anqadha dhahrak wa rafa'na laka dhikrak.